Help me to help her walk again. Come out and support us at the Pickers Playing Field on the 29th of December 2024 from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. in aid for Gwendolyn Joseph Gums, who requires a prosthetic leg. This is a family fun day. Bring out your family, your friends, everyone to have a grand time. There will be a bun eating competition, tag of war competition, best t-shirt design competition, lucky dip, children playground by K&E party time. There will also be live entertainment by the General, Lyrica Reds, Juki Dan, Dior, Hell's Gate Steel Orchestra, Point Iron Band, and much more. This event will be streamed live by Parish League. Tickets $25, and the tickets can be used to purchase food and drinks. There are spots available for vendors. Registration is $200. See you there. Thank you in advance.
Happy Saturday. Welcome to Sports Mandela. As usual, we start the record. The best project you can work on is yourself. Morning, Taddy, what's up?
Hey, morning, man. Not too bad. Except, yeah, this week I had a funeral. Next week I have 3, man. Funeral, man.
So, like, you're strappy.
Why the fuck? Somebody said to me this week.
Oh.
So, hey, man. Like I said to my friends, if you live long enough and you have make enough friends like me, that will happen to you. You know what I mean? So I don't worry about it. But I say, when you're dead, nobody can go for your funeral. I say, well, I don't know. But such is life. But like I said, we did some streaming for this week with the school's football. It was pretty okay, in my opinion. We could have done better, I thought, with my team. But you know it is. Some of the guys have to work and some 15 there. But the one, yes, that was the most challenging, man. We ain't so,
Oh, that win yesterday.
Well, we went down so the first game, the first, not the whole game actually. But, I remember when the game started, it was raining. So I had to cover some equipment. But then Mark did a definitely good job, So I must give them some credit. Well, I'll tell you one other thing, when they don't have to, man. I want to say one other thing. That on Thursday, your guest had to help us also like a bit. Help us with our camera, you know what I mean? Then the seaman is doing this ABS thing. But I'm glad to see him, because the last thing here, his team are getting all kind of blows. and now we hear the Welsh. So I like to introduce you now, so he can defend himself.
Once again, good morning, audience. I just want to introduce Mr. Terry Andrew. How are you, sir?
I'm well. Listen, the last time I was here, we were in the Premier Division.
Yeah.
We're not in the Premier Division anymore, so we're sharing licks now. We're not getting all those blows from like we were in the Premier Division, so that's a good thing. But thank you guys for having me.
But tell me something. Why not getting so much blows now? Is it because you find your league now played at the first division?
No. Listen. They told us, right, that we're too good to be down there. And we're not good enough to be up there. So there should be a league between First Division and Premier Division. Premier Division that needs to go. Hey, we need to get better. That's it. We need to get better like some of the top teams in the country. We need to get back on that path. Like some of the top teams in the country.
I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed what I heard Terry said a while ago. Can you imagine? Empire too good for down there and not good enough up there. That doesn't sound like Empire to me.
So like the in between.
Yeah.
Empire with a big team in Antigua. I mean, they're not good enough.
Yeah,
I hope a part of the film watching it now.
Yeah, we need to find that that stroke from the 80s, the 90s, and early 2000s.
The 70s and such a man.
Yeah. but I heard about those times. I didn't.
But tell me something in terms of, cause last time we were here, you know, you're struggling a lot in the Premier Division and stuff like that. So what you guys going back down to First Division? What you guys have been doing for prep season and stuff to be performing so well this time around?
Well, first of all, we got committed players that want to be there. Yes, players left. Those that think they're not good enough, they're too big for the First Division. They left and move on to other Premier Division teams. Not good for the First Division, sorry. But they left and move on to other teams. But like the core remained there. The core players remained there. When I was playing, some of these guys were kids, getting 15 minutes there, getting 15 minutes there, playing role players then when I was playing. And the last time I played was 2016. So those guys now came into their own and they're helping the team now. Some of them left and come back, but still, we have a core unit there that can hold their own against anybody. I mean, and that's what's been making us successful so far. I mean, it's only 8 games gone. We won 5, lost 2, and drew 1 the other day against Bowlands. So, I mean, I think it's just a core group that we have, and we are forming a team around that core group. I mean, it's young people. We have a guy as young as 15 in our squad, 15 right now, playing regularly in our squad, and probably as old as 35, 30, 37, somewhere around there. So those guys are producing the goods, and you just can't say enough.
I want to say something quickly now, because I see you place the emphasis on 15, but one of the greatest when in the world now, they say it's 14. So Lamal something and you know. So 14, 15 can be good.
Yeah.
Hold on, but I want one thing quickly again too. I was listening to Georgia one man, and here when they get the first blow, and the team that beat you, I was surprised the team can beat you.
And that's the problem. That is the problem right there. When we play teams that are inferior, the play just like a bunch of man upload there. So when we play the teams that are decent, like Freeman's Village so far, Sapo's decent, but they're still struggling there because Pete was on the field, but they're still struggling there. Who else is up there that we played? Yeah, when we played some of the decent teams, man, we blew them out of the park. So I don't understand. But listen, when Bendel scored that 80-something minute goal, right? That's after we got about 15 chances without Bendel even touching our goal. And they got a corner, and he came over, and the young kid, I mean, it was a good goal. The young kid jumped, put it over. We have 2 6-foot guys in the back there. I don't understand how that worked. But it was an 80-something minute, so maybe like the last kick of the match. And he headed that in, and we were like, wow, Bendel's really beat us. And listen, and you know, people in the course. The next morning we went back for the equipment so that we have the place. Boy, people say, boy, me didn't yam yet now. Me didn't yam yet since last night now. You can't be. Yeah, that's the feeling, boy. That's the feeling. But I don't think much of the players understands that, you know, when Empire loses, boy.
I heard about it, but that's the nature of sports. But I can tell you, I can strike a note, like you say, when Empire loses, so part of the fair and a couple of the guys tell me now. So the people, they move from the car and they buy the block for 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and so here so.
Well, in the years past, it was on the corner. Now, they're actually inside King George. You know, there's some booths set up on the other side. In the morning, when we came back like about after 8 in the morning. There are people down there. And so, I mean, people hanging in the park and so on every day. You know, people say, boy, I mean, yam yet now. We just can't believe the team they got out, boy. We can't believe that team is just...
But that game, part of the game, there was overconfidence, you find? You think you guys were overconfident? Because, you know, you played an underdog team?
Man, I don't even know. That could be a part of it. But we just wasn't clinical in front of goal or in the offensive third. I mean, we were taking shots. We weren't even going to tackle. The keeper didn't even have to make a save. All the balls went straight to him. Guys couldn't find their feet in that offensive third. So balls were, he was just picking up balls. Guys in the 18-yard box, and the keeper just picking up the ball. So, you know, it's trickling to him. And I'm like, what's going on out here? Yeah, but, and as we say, there are days like that.
So tell us something.
We can't have too many of those days.
That was the only chance Bendel's got?
Well, no. Maybe they got 2. Because after they scored, they got a guy, listen, a wonder strike, I'm telling you. And the keeper went for it in the V, went for it. So they got 2. They scored, and then they could have added another one, but the keeper made a good save. So they got 2 chances at our goal, 2 at our goal, and scored 1. And we got like 10, 15 upwards.
Maybe 20.
I can't even score. Hey, we got about 17 corners down in that area. And nobody can get their head on the ball. Nobody can get their feet on the ball. Nothing can happen for us then.
Maybe the coach should practice a good set piece or whatever. What do you think?
Well, listen. Oh, we have a player coach right now in Akeem Grant, Tamu's son,
Right.
Likasam.
Yeah.
They call him. Tamu.
Yeah, Tamu from
Yeah. So he's a player coach, right? Yes, people have discrepancies about that, but we found that we were hiring coaches $3,000, $2,000, $2,500 a month, and there was no improvement. You know what I mean? There was no improvement there. So this kid went through the licenses D and C, has a C license and a D license. Why not try him? Why not try him? And we decided to go with him. I mean, he wanted to be a part of it. He's a player as well that played with us in the Premier Division, came back down, did the same license that some of these guys are doing, some of these coaches are doing, and he has his C license now. So we said, let's give him a try. Let's try him and see how it works. The guys are saying, no, he's too strict, and I'm saying he's a player. How can he be too strict? No, these are the ones that don't like authority and defy authority. And just as a segue,
Yeah.
I saw a gentleman was on this show like maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure his name, but I tuned in and I heard him say, when he passed King George, he good up, nobody practice. When he passed Hoppers, nobody practice. And when he passed,
That's every.
Every season.
Okay, yeah, right, 5 islands.
Yeah.
When he passed 5 islands, nobody practice. No, he has a point, a big point. He has a big point. And I said, boy, if past players are saying this stuff, you know what I mean? Because one, they practice at 6:30 in the night. 6:30 means 6:45, 6:50, 7 o'clock and so, when the man are walking in the park. So, and I'm sure he's not passing that after 7, after 6. So they practice at 6:30. Fine. They would come, you play Tuesday and Thursday during First Division for us. Let's say you play Tuesday, you have Wednesday off,
West.
then you have Thursday. And this is the big one. They don't practice on Fridays. They say when they get paid, a Friday payday, so they don't come to practice. They don't come to practice on Fridays. Listen, I've never heard such ridiculousness in my entire life. Listen, we try everything. We try to do a little social on the Fridays, so maybe they would show up still. 6 man, that kind of thing. You try to do little things just to get them out on a Friday. They still don't come. Sometimes it's not that we gave up. So we use, let's say we're playing on a Thursday. We use Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We play Thursday, and you're off Friday. But we had a lot of Tuesday matches. So if you come to practice on Thursday, they don't show up on Friday. Even if you're out there with your balls, your coolers, your water, your whatever, and it takes our club, and I'm talking for our club, it takes our club like about every practice session, it's like about $25 per day to ice, water, whatever the little things that they need and stuff. Sometimes you have to bring a guy in, because some of them feeling some niggling injuries and all of that, and you bring a guy in to probably use the massage table or use whatever they need and all of that. So it's costly, and guys are turning up 6 and 7 guys and so on a Friday is nothing. So you're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You practice Monday and you play Tuesday.
So they have Sunday.
What kind of
they have Sunday too?
Yeah, they have Sunday too.
And Saturday too?
Sunday and Saturday is.
But I want to ask a question though. When you used to play, because you're a past player,
Yeah.
what kind of structure you guys used to have?
Well, they still didn't come on Fridays, but it was Micah.
Right.
And we all know Micah. You come to training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Even if a 6-eye come, Micah practice.
But then you guys just shop on time and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I was coming from Sunderland. So I walked down Hospital Hill and I go down. I go down to Empire. But guys came from Pickets and so on, right? And you always gotta be there. And I don't know where they get this thing from that they're not training.
So that's why I asked you that question. Why I asked that question though, because you come with that structure there. I expect you whoever there now in the management setup to put a strong structure in place and discipline in place. So if you guys just like when they used to play cricket with Taddy R&L at Sugar Factory Ground, if practice start at 4 o'clock and at there at 4 o'clock, you have a good excuse. And then when done, you get some laps and stuff like that.
Yeah, and in back that time, you guys didn't have WhatsApp and a whole group with all the players in there.
Right.
So if you're not coming, you can say, hey, I'm working a little late. I'm working and doing this, I'm doing that.
Right.
Hey, I can't make it. Mommy say I have to do something for her today. Whatever. You guys didn't have that, right? We have all of that now in a group where you put the information where the players are, and we expect them to put information to us so we can see, hey, they're not coming today. We still stay down there at 7 at 7:30. Then guys trickling in. Hey, I'm just coming from work. Hey, this and that, and you know what I mean. And we're not going past 9 o'clock. You know, you're not. Going past
But still,
9.
you have to put that discipline in place because that discipline will filter into your game.
Hey, there's that word discipline that these players, right? When you hear discipline, when they hear discipline, and they hear these kind of words, I think it fair them. I think it fair because you know what they do? They don't come now and they say, "Hey, Mohammed release." Anytime you put anything like stringent measures in place, they say, "Tal, Mohammed release." But guess what? Now, the other clubs will just pick them up like that because I mean they're decent players. They're not great players. They're decent players, and it's a body. It's another body, and they like football. But when you put this discipline that a lot of people just throw around discipline just for discipline's sake, because I'm telling you, you cannot be a 21-year-old, 22-year-old with no kind of structure in your life from 1 to 21. And when you reach 21, they're telling you, listen, you gotta be here at 6 o'clock. You gotta be here at such and such and such. You gotta have this kind of discipline. I'm telling you, we failed from by the time they started playing football to 22, and you're trying to put that structure in place right now, and that is our problem with half our players today. These 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, they didn't have the structure, coming to a structure where they were held accountable for some of their actions. So now when they're getting there, you'll be like, oh, so you go now. So you go. So that is one of our biggest dilemma right now with the players that we have. I can't speak for players from like other teams and what other teams are going through, but that is exactly our point. How we remedy that? We're still trying to figure that part out.
Well, I can give it a remedy. Get some more 15-year-old guys. Just get them one of the 8. You have 15 playing already. Get some more and get rid of all the jokey boys.
Yeah. No. So those guys that are coming from, some of them play for PM and so they live down there. The under 14s, they would come now and they would ask for a ball and they would go to the side and they would play. No, they're part of our youth setup. They're under 14s, under 15s that same Akeem Grant has. And they would come and you don't want to run them. They say, hey, yeah, ball now. And they go to the side and they play with their little ball. When they come, they bring back the ball and they hang around us. But because it's not their time yet, yeah, we can bring in 1 or 2. Yes, we can bring in 1 or 2. But you just don't want to put them in a situation like this where they see indiscipline and they want to be a part of that, you know what I mean? And they think that's cool and that's okay. So that's another thing why we don't want them around that big group, because they would be thinking that some of that indiscipline is
Hey man, get some. I don't agree with you. Know. Get some 15-year-old guys and 14 and work with them. Look, you said earlier, though. You're not good enough for Premier yet.
No. That's the consensus. That's the consensus.
Tell you, I say something good. I want to piggyback on that. Cause I was going to ask about a youth program you have done by Empire. So yeah, a youth program. When that you guys practice the youth guys. Okay. What age? What? You start 8, 9, from what age?
They go from about 10 to 14 between there.
And what time do they practice?
They go in the afternoons, like from 4 to about 4:30, 4, 5. You know, we come in from about 6 and so.
Okay.
So they have this little this grey screen youths. That's the same Akeem
Right.
Grant. Yeah, he deals with the kids as well, and he you know he will play in the different tournaments and so around. But they would come, and people come and drop off their kids there, and I mean, he would do them and go through their little motions and all that. But you know, his thing is, you know, he always want help. You know, he always need the help.
Well, that was going to be the next question. Who is there with him?
Yeah. When you send a guy, a young man, to you know, just teach them all the basics of passing, teach them how to work along with Akeem. You know, they will go for a week or 2 weeks, and then they won't see them again. You know, and that's just something we just have to. I mean, he does it, and regardless, you know, if he's getting a little thing or not, but he does it religiously, and I just believe that Empire should just support him a little more, you know, than we have.
Well, I'm just going to challenge you, because you are the president for Empire, correct?
Yeah, the vice president.
So the vice, as a VP for Empire, this is your feeding ground for breeding to your Empire team. So you guys, along with your secretary or your treasurer, whatever, need to have a meeting with this guy, putting your structure in place, and properly see how you can move this forward. Get past players come and talk to these youngsters about discipline and all kind of stuff. For me, sports and anything right now, discipline is the biggest problem. I understand a lot of people don't want discipline, but without discipline, you can't go nowhere in life. In anything in life, school, work, whatever you do in life, discipline for a big structure. And as Taddy rightly say, those young guys, that's the right time to get them, nip them right there, and get that discipline instilled in them.
Yeah, man, I think we need to bring you down there, Mandela, and because when they hear from us, listen, the former Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer, he came there a few weeks ago, right? And listen, we were in the thing of practicing, in the motions of practicing and all that, and you know, he waited, you know, he was his driver, what's his driver name? I forgot.
Bueno.
Yeah. And they waited, and when he finished, he had his talk with the guys. You know, when Ganton will ask for a little time, and you know, to say what he has to say. But I don't know. Past players shy away from King George, right? Past players shy away from King George right now.
Is it because the team not doing well?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I'm not sure. But I mean, past players shy away from Empire football.
One of the part of Veron. I can call him now.
Which one?
Veron.
Senior.
Oh, senior.
Only one, you know. I don't know the junior.
Yeah. Pops is I haven't seen him in a while.
But what about Boss White? Because Boss White was here on the show and talk about how he's passionate for Empire still and stuff like that.
Listen, guys would pass in and watch practice and all that. But to come and talk to a bunch of dudes that maybe they think are not even good enough, and the attitude that they have on the field and all that. I guess some people are like hands off of especially that senior team there. It's young guys. It's
Max Martin.
Young guys.
Max.
Yeah, I've seen him. Listen, all these people you're talking to, we have conversation, like personal conversation with them, all of them. Anytime we chit chat about Empire and what's happening and that sort of thing. But to come down there, I think probably is a problem. Because again, I'm telling you, we're practicing at 6:30 every night, and guys meeting their minutes to 7. Yeah, I don't.
What about Ian Tickle? Invite Ian Tickle. He watching here this morning, so he can hear us right now. Invite him to have a chit chat with them.
That's cricket title.
Yeah.
Football
and stuff.
No. So you see the little cage at the side.
Yeah.
I would see him over there, close to the gas station.
Right.
I would see him over there doing with his cricket guys, cricket kids, and so on.
Well, you know, he's a football player.
I've never really talked to him about football.
You don't know a footballer player?
Well, I heard about it because.
Oh, you're not from Grace. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Mike played with us. Too, and Mike France is his younger brother, right?
Mike, but he has more skill than Mike.
Mike is younger. Well, I don't think Mike has a lot.
You know, he's bigger brother. You know, he's bigger brother Mervyn.
Yeah. So he was here for his sister's funeral,
right?
I think, right? And I invited him. I don't know what happened. He didn't show, but I invited him down because I went there by the house there because he has a nephew that plays for Rangers. He used to play with us.
Right.
They play for Rangers now. Named Keita. I think it's his nephew or something
right.
like that. And or maybe his son. I'm not sure. But I invited him. He didn't show. I don't know if he was busy or whatnot, but he didn't really show. So again, some past players they wash their hands from Empire. I don't know.
So I'm telling now, Ian is watching. So Ian, I'm telling you now to reach out to Terry Andrew. He definitely needs some help down Empire Club.
Yeah.
The basically they're struggling with disciplinary. So you need to really have a say with him. You know?
Yeah, man. And I mean, we always welcome that. We always welcome that sort of energy around young men. Because I mean, when I grew up, you had all kind of people. All kind of people came in there. KS came in there a few times and spoke with us. That's when Ting was around. There's all kind of people. Scott came in there.
Scott, yes.
Yeah, came in there a couple of times. Had a few talks. Even so, Kenyatta Greenaway.
Right.
He's a treasurer, and he's there every night. He's there every night. You know, a part of us, and you know he would. By the man, them craziness I do. Man, don't run up on the field for you in their back day.
But for me, huh?
Break, man. Let's go.
No, not yet. Not break time yet.
I'm on the carnival.
Just time on this.
Okay.
But in terms of past players, because of the rich history for Empire, that's why the people are so passionate. And I guess now the guys realize that you don't have a good course structure in place in terms of players to fit in. So that's why they come and practice anytime and stuff like that.
Hey, even sorry, not
Even
Swango had a just before our SAP game. Swango pulled all them aside. Hey, I need 5 minutes here with them, man. After we finish our session, you know, Swango had to, you know, let them know. Listen, no, you know how you guys are carrying Empire's name. That's not the way. That's not the way how we do things. You know, especially around here. You know, sometimes, and this is just a joke. He said, listen, if I start drinking up now, half an hour road, half an hour road into that foolishness. But no, but on a motivational way. You know, he came and he did 15 minutes or 10 minutes with them. He's one to that around us almost every night. But just before the SAP game there, I think we had lost to Bender. We had lost to Bender, and you know, maybe the mood were a little, you know, everybody was still blaming you still blaming me, and then all that. And he came that night and he said, listen, that gone now, that gone. We have to move on now. We have a goal that we must get promoted by May, by the time the first division finish, and we must be there. We must get out of first division, and nobody wants to play down there. I'm telling you, nobody wants to play down there. We try to. What
do you mean nobody wants to play down there?
As in first division, I'm telling you, nobody wants to play in first. You know why? The fans in them little too close. The fans in them a bit too close. So down by us, what we tried to do, we went up by the guy Martin. Martin, his name, that has the photographer thing.
Joe.
Yeah.
And we borrowed some barricades to kind of keep them away from where the bench area is. That worked for the first half now, because when I start get blown, people start coming around. Hey, you need to take it off. We need to make a sub here. We need to do things.
But your coach players them for Empire, most of them is from the
yes, everybody, even the ones that are from St. Vincent, they live in Grace Farm.
So they should know the rich history of the club and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's what Ken is there for. Ken, I mean, I can speak from early 2000s on, but Ken was there, back in the 80s and 90s, early 90s and all that when he was playing. And, and he does what he can do with the history of it. As I said, Mr. Spencer came there a few times. Reverend Nicholas as well from the Baby Church. Yeah, he came up a few times and we invited him up, and then that's when we were going to church. We invited him to come up first, speak with us, let us know, just give us a talk. And, he wrote the book on Empire, and I forgot the name of the name of the book, but he wrote that book there, or he co-authored that book. I'm not sure, but. Yeah, he came, and so there's always someone, right, that come, maybe not as frequent as we would like, There's always someone who would come and give us a word of advice, encouragement, and just try to help them through, a difficult patch or.
But let me ask you a question though. How much members you have in the club setup presently, your players?
Players?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
this is youths and
no, just your senior.
Oh, the senior thing.
About 10 players.
We have over 50.
50?
Yeah.
So what's the challenge that you have as management structure now? Because I have a lot of people suffer with indiscipline. So those guys that not live up to your structure and discipline and stuff, you need to put them on the bench and make other players play.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We won't have a team.
You won't have a team.
And there are 50 players, is it?
We won't
You
have
say
a
have
team.
50 players?
Yeah. Wait. You guys not listening to what I'm saying?
What?
We won't have a team. And
So all of
that's-
your team independent, as I said?
that's what it is. Listen,
No, well.
you have like 6 or 7 that would be an example. But I'm telling you, when you put discipline at the top of it, like we had the guy, the Cuban guy. He used to be at Bullets, the coach, while we were in Premier Division, and he said, discipline is the first, playing second, and your team and all of that a third, but discipline is first. Some of the players that we were depending on, they just open the gate and go about their business. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it happens just like that. Yes, do we need a structure? But we probably have to start over. Do we need that discipline structure? Or we probably have to start over.
Well, you definitely need
Yeah,
a strong structure in place and stuff like that.
We probably have to start
But
over.
as we look to wrap up your closing remarks,
Yeah, but all the Empire fans, Empire fans out there, we are trying our endeavor best to get that club where it was, and not just for a season or what, but to consistently get that club to where it was. We need all the help we can get, and it's a sad state, but you know you kind of need people to keep it going. My shirt there says the club is over 60 years old, and it's not over 60 years old because they didn't go through tough times and it was all smooth sailing and all easy throughout that 60 years. There's going to be a time when it probably needs a kick, but you know, to keep it going, to keep that engine going, that name Empire going, that's what we're here for, and we're not going to let it die. I don't think it can die. I spoke with KS the other day. I did an interview with him the other day, and he said, listen, don't worry them. Empire can't die. Don't matter what it is. Yes, you have bad years, certain bad years. Yeah, yes, you have bad years, but it can't die because this is a community team, and the community of Grace Farm won't let Empire die. And I wholeheartedly believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that that club kind of, yes, maybe we can go second division. Yes. Maybe we can have bad decades and so, but it will always there to bounce back. So anytime we beat a big team, like we went on a three game win, they say Empire's back. The talk was Empire's back. Then we went and lose to Bengal.
Well, as Kaya say, Empire can't die, but important that youth structure you have there, you need to put more emphasis on youth structure and make sure you play a big part in discipline and get that embedded in the youngsters. And once you do that, Empire won't die for sure.
Yeah, there's a youth team coming up. There's a youth league coming up that I'm sure the next gentleman will tell us about coming up in the early new year. Yeah, Empire will be a part of that, and I think it's 9s to or 10s to 14 or 16, something like that. Empire will be a part of that, and we'll have multiple teams in that because we have a lot of youths that want to play football and love the sport, and we're going to be here to give them that avenue to play for Empire and learn what it means to play for Empire in the right way.
Well, just want to wish you and
Just want to say in closing to her.
Yeah, Daddy.
Yeah, when closing, man, I was telling my good friend here that I saw the first game Empire play. I was at the grounds. I had some good friends from grammar school out to go and see the great Empire they told me about. And it was disappointing. I don't know, those are the Tittle brothers and so on, you know, the great players. But I must tell Terry, the difference in Tittle, there's a difference in the Tittle and the France.
Listen, we've learned that. But listen, but one thing, he's committed, and he played both. He played cricket and he played football, and he was committed to maybe like. And the other day he went somewhere and he brought back some football shoes for the younger ones. Right. You know what I mean? You know, so and listen, we appreciate them, you know, every time, but. And he said, "Boy, I'm finished with it. Boy, I'm done with it." And I think he played business for APA still. But you know, he said, "Listen, I'm done with it this time because you know the young man here, you know, and that too. Now, so some of the older guys, you know, that we expected to be around there to kind of help us through, you know, some of those times. You know, they say, "Boy, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it because the man here think them better than them really is." So.
I tell you all the best.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, next time I come back, we'll be almost promoted.
Almost promoted.
Hey, we wanted to do this. We wanted to do this before January finished. We wanted to clean the board before January finished. So we had 2 hiccups there. I think Rangers is leading with 20 points right now, and ourselves and Sweets, we have 16.
So much more games you have.
There's a while. There's a good way to go because it's 14 teams and.
But you have like to be promoted, so you're sure you get promoted.
Listen, I know this.
You know,
listen, we don't waste time in first division, you know. We ask anyone, let the record, check the records. We don't waste time in first division. So sometimes it's 1 and 2 years and back up.
Oh, so I was going to test out your skill set and go back up.
Yeah. To make sure we get on par and then we get back up.
Well, we wish you all the best for the rest of the season. And it was always a pleasure having you. You're always welcome back.
Of course. Yeah. I can't make it. I saw them, and I was just downtown and I saw it. I was like, "Wait, school league playing today?" And that's how I came. That's how I ended up there on Thursday.
Okay.
I didn't even know the finals were playing.
Yes, Daddy, was a very good interaction with Terry Andrew there, but he definitely has some serious issues in terms of structure and discipline down at Empire. And I think that one the downfall of youngsters these days in sports in Antigua. They don't want to hear about discipline, and also they think they have arrived, and I think they're too good for any sports, whether cricket or football. It's so sad.
What is so sad to me and surprising, I don't know, because I have a good friend here say they want an Ayatollah structure, but what is disappointing, Earl? When those guys were football, I go, you practice on 4:30 now, everybody get there early now. Right. No 6:30, people still late. I don't understand it, Earl. That is why that would have killed me.
Yeah.
Why would the fire plenty people? Because I couldn't understand that.
I know, because you have to be management, the management have to be the challenge. The management structure.
You know, people want to catch.
That is true. Back in my day, I had to be at the grounds 4 o'clock.
Right.
So I finished school at 2, had to do my homework before I can go. If you don't go for 4, you can't get in here.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you have to be dedicated and committed in what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And let me just say good morning to Mr. Ikfan Nair Roberts, just for the audience who doesn't know who this young man next to me here. This is Mr. Ikfan Nair Roberts. Morning. How are you doing?
It was Ikfan Junior too.
Ikfan Junior. Oh, sorry.
And thanks for your invitation.
Yes.
Because I tell you what, he would know he died as a captain in Rising Sun now.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I was small boy then, you know.
Okay. So morning, Naya, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
In terms of football, and you love football, how you get started playing football though?
I started at the tender age of 6 years old. As you know, football is a big sport in the community, Villain Point community. And I had my coach there, Henry Phillip. Everybody know him as Ibo. That was my coach in the early days. So I took to the sport, which father wanted me to play cricket, but
okay.
I didn't like cricket. So
Same child?
yeah, I played for St. Joseph Academy cricket.
Well, batter or ball?
Keeper.
Keeper?
I was a keeper.
So you play with Zoal and them boys and stuff?
Yeah. So I was before so.
Okay.
So
Hey, you know brother, right?
yes, I have a little bit.
Hey, you know brother. Your two brothers play the Villa.
So and then you fall you love with football and stuff. So,
Yeah.
so you play for St. Joseph Academy.
Played for St. Joseph Academy.
Well, we used to be academy guys, the football, hardball, and then football they can manage the basketball, but they afraid hardball, man.
But football for me more close contact sports and stuff like more rough to me, I think. So
I have this mentality just to me, cricket is a bad minded sport. Because I could be feeling in the sun all day. I go to bat, I haven't faced a ball, I get one out.
okay, that's all right. Okay.
Play sport that is more involved.
Okay. Fade up.
But if you keep, you keep playing the balls. What you say?
Yeah, that's true. When the sun hat, you go into bat, you get one ball, you face the ball. You know, so.
But you control the one ball most of the time.
So you branch off and play for Antigua under 15 as a football? No.
No, I played for Villa Lions. I was still going to St. Joseph Academy, so I started playing Premier League when I was 16 for Villa. So I was still in school.
Right.
So after that, I was training on the Daniel Livingston because I got called up to train for the national team while I was still in school. But after that, I got a football scholarship, so I had to leave and go to college.
Right. Okay, and then you went up to, I think,
Went after Oklahoma Wesleyan University
right.
for 4 years, yeah. So I went after Bato came up.
Right. And in terms of when you compare playing in college back home and stuff, how you find the transition playing up there?
The transition, my first year it was difficult because they played more robust, more physical. Down there play more skill.
Right.
You serious?
Yeah.
So you had any muscle on you that you could push them off and stuff?
I was very slim. I was very slim.
So you get a lot of push down?
I got a lot of push down. And I had to go in the gym and get some muscles up, you know, so. And then it was smooth sailing after that. But my first game, I scored a hat-trick my first game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did they push you down the time, man?
When you get stronger, you say you went to the gym and say you got
no,
to have muscles.
first game.
Yeah, my first game. Well, I was fit because I was coming off a training with Danny Livingston. So after that, they said, look, this guy is a danger guy. So I have to put somebody on him. So,
okay.
you know, so I get accustomed to it. And that was that.
Okay. And in terms of football now compared to when you used to play, what do you think is the challenge?
Football is a challenge. I heard Terry said, yeah, it's practice. The guys in them are coming out to practice. And to be good at any sport, you must practice and perfect your art.
True.
So I used to be at practice every day. If I miss practice, I feel sick. So it's come down to the dedication, commitment of the individual that want to be there, want to be the part of the team. You know, it's all about the mindset. So you have to change the mindset. You have to come out to practice.
True,
no matter how good you are, you know. So.
But I was saying something about that, you know, because when you, I don't know, I doubt you played with Farid anyway. What in charge? Farid. He might have gone before you, man.
He went before me.
Yeah.
He was in with Battle, but he
then,
came back.
Yeah,
and
I know.
a couple games with him.
He my body, you know what I mean? So we're together and so on. I one day he came back from college. I think he went visiting, and he came looking for me at factory. And I always tell the story at this set, you know, because when I hear guys say, no, the discipline didn't have this and have that, and that. I remember he said to me one time we're talking, he said, But what in the college, see? Okay, so I'm happy the guys practice the sprints and so on.
Yeah, right.
And man are tired and man this and that, you know. So then the trainer said to me, come here, man, should have did. You can't should have did. That's why he got his name called Chuck from too, you know. So, but he said, look, what the guys complaining about? They look at training, man, when I was in college. I won't tell the coach confess you're tired, maybe start to vomit. That's how it goes up?
That's correct. Well, we will sprint. We are inclined a hill, steep. You got to sprint up there 20, 30 times. I know guys vomit. I witnessed that. And if you know that you're the fastest, you have to win all the ways. You must come first in all the ways. Or it doesn't count. So as you know, it's discipline, but they have this idea: if you can beat the team with skill, you beat them with fitness, and that's the mentality. You must be fit.
Right.
Yeah.
But in terms of you know, I dive right in terms of I know you were part of GNC
Yeah.
football.
Generation Next.
Yeah.
Correct.
And in terms of that, I know they have a nice structure in place and stuff like that.
Yes.
So how you think that can help football in Antigua? That kind of structure, if a lot of teams tend to get a structure like that.
I'm vying for the presidency, and
Right.
my emphasis will be on the youths. So I want to replicate the structure there into the national program. So we start from now under 7, come up to now under 17. Now you have to instill a discipline at an early age,
Correct.
which is under 7. I have a son, he plays with under 7, and he is disciplined. So I know it can work, and once you're disciplined and you want to be a part of the structure, you will put in your best.
Right.
So you wouldn't have no problems, person not showing up in practice and whatnot.
Right.
If you practice start at 4, you be there at 4.
Yeah, I just want to disturb me a little bit, okay? They say put on the hat for the bouncers.
Right.
So we find the same with GNC in that villa.
Well, I remember that was going to be my next question, but you're right on the right. I was going to ask that question. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, with me, my idea is I think holistically. So I think on the national level. Now, the structure is already at Villa. So I think of spreading my wings out, right? So why not get the structure at Villa and replicate it in another team,
Okay.
right? So, and there's a difference of ideas and so that I don't really get involved with that.
That happens.
Yeah, I know they have their structure, so let me go and replicate it in another team. So that's
Not
why I
only
think-
not only replicate, but put your brand to it.
Well,
You can add something to it,
I will add something to it, but I don't do things with credit.
I don't mean that. What I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Villa has something good going,
Uh-huh.
but you think the GNC can do something to make it even a little better and more interesting.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. Not for you, you know what I
Well,
mean?
it's already started because we got teams, guys going off, trials in England and so on. I don't think,
I think you have a young guy, good man or something like that, his name.
yeah, we had this guy, Vaughn Jackson as well.
And then Vaughn Jackson Jr.
Yeah, which is doing real good.
Right.
So these are the things that I'm after, because I can't play football forever. So you get a chance, you may get a professional contract, or you get a chance to a decent education, which you can use to further yourself in life. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, in terms of that structure there, if you become the president, you put that structure on zone in Antigua, so you can be a fair play across the board.
Yes. As Terry said, in January they'll be having a youth tournament, and if I'm selected, you will see a lot of youth tournaments because I believe in the foundation. You must have a solid foundation in terms of the youth feeding up into the senior team.
Right.
So that's the way I'm going.
So for the RS out there watching, they might ask, what does Naya bring to the table? Why you think he'd be a good candidate for be presidency to take football forward in Antigua?
I bring a lot of experience in terms of football, management, accounting. In addition to, I established a lot of relationships and so on. So I can use that to help the teams further their quest for success.
If you're successful in becoming president, would you be utilizing the past players to assist in moving football forward?
Yes, I believe in an open door policy. So I believe in team. So if there's anyone that want to come on board and lend a hand, they are welcome to do so.
I want to take it back a little bit. Not so much, you. But when Terry was here, he said that they program 10 to 15 youth stuff. Then I heard you say you started at 6, and that's I'm thinking that's the way to go.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? You don't think the earlier they start, the better? Like 6, and so you have time to teach them the discipline, the training, the control, the pass, whatever that is.
Yeah, we will have that because, as I said, Generation X, we have the under 6.
Under 6?
Under 6, yeah. Under 6 right up to under 17. So what the age group Terry is talking about is an ideal for real competition.
Okay.
Now, under 6 we'll have to teach them the
Business
basics,
skills.
the skill set.
Yeah.
Teach them the discipline and so on. But every year we have tournaments with other soccer academies from the under 7 going up to the under 17, and we also have combines where scouts come down and scouts and so on. So that is working fine.
How many other academies you have? How many other academies you have here?
I know of Joy Christopher have one, Police Ground.
Yeah.
There's one over at Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
I think Ninja puts on one out stuff. I have a look.
Yeah. So when we have tournaments, we invite all these with their teams. There's one of Pickett's. Gersham have one of Pickett's.
Okay.
Yeah. So we fight all the teams. I think Villa will supply some teams and so, and we compete against each other.
So each academy brings one team or more than one team? What it is?
It's more than one team.
More than one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what I find out.
The same structure. Under 7 go up to under 17. Yeah.
So that's the games played there, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of games, and you need to play a lot of games.
Mm.
Once you play a lot of games, you try to, perfect your skills and so on. So, when I was small, I played a lot of games, a lot of tournaments.
For you?
Yes.
So it's soup then.
Well, to come good, you have to be souped.
I agree.
You have to be souped.
So I think that's one player that challenge our players. Then are souping up. You believe?
You have so many distractions these days, right? So you practically have to go and ask them to come to practice.
Right.
Whereas in my day, we show up even before the time.
Yeah.
Be there early. So when I was growing up, I used to play football 24/7.
Yeah.
I used to get fathers.
Yeah.
You used to get licks for that. The licks were way off.
Yeah.
But I had a plan in mind.
So how you think a coach, a leader can motivate these guys? As I say, have so much distraction. How do you think they can get motivated to stay on the park?
Well, one of the plans I want to put in place, if I'm elected, take for instance we have the school league going on. Well, why not the MVP for the school league? Why not they can't get a scholarship? We have UE5 Island. We can have them scholarships to go down there. And 14 as well. You just put the structure in place, the criteria, you meet the criteria, because players need something to aspire to.
True.
Right? So, as I said, you can't play football forever. So, for instance, I'm a good example. I got my degree. I went on, I did my master's. So, as you know, I'm the County General now.
Correct.
Big task. So, that would not be possible if I didn't get the athletic scholarship. So, I just wanted to give all the players the opportunity to aspire towards that.
So,
You want to put on the helmet now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you have to answer. So we not pay the people. If people complain the way they charge, you won't pay people. Don't answer me. It's okay.
But in terms of you becoming president, do you have a mission statement, a vision statement yet for moving for motivation and stuff?
Not as yet. I'm working on that. Because I think the election is June 2026.
Right.
So I came out with my intention early. So I'm still developing some of my.
So June is election.
Next
June?
No, election is 2026.
2026?
Yeah.
So you have enough
You
time
went
to
early, man.
you have enough time to formalize a vision
That's
statement,
correct.
mission statement.
But it can be called early. So
But it's sound like politics.
So you're already in motion. You have already started the wheels spinning and ready to
Yes.
put everything in motion.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
But tell me something, any short-term goals and long-term goals if you become president, you like to put in place to move the sport forward?
Well, as I said, the short term is to, as you know, we at the bottom now in terms of football in Antigua. So I want to get the rankings up, you know, and strengthen the club structures so we can have a better collaboration with the teams. Long term, as I say, get as high as we can go in terms of the ranking.
Tell me something, Ivan. So, okay, you said something very important to me. So how can you get the standard up locally? Because when I listen, I don't personally have anything about it against it, but when you listen here, people complain about they bring in so many people overseas and the coach don't have the time with them and the coach come overseas or the 3 days when you have to teach them, you know, coach them. So that's when they lose it.
Correct. I'm not in agreement with that. I prefer to develop homegrown, you know, and this is why our football is dying too. You bring in a lot of persons, and the youths at the side, they're not getting a chance. They're not developing, so because the overseas players come and take over. Now, in terms of the coach is coaching on Zoom. You can't coach like that.
Coaching in Zoom?
Yeah. You Zoom.
He's not physically.
He's not physically here.
Right.
You have to be physically here to know what's
going on, and the chemistry and stuff like
in
that.
terms of the players, what they like, what they don't like, you know, how you can pressure them, how you cannot ease off, you know, things like that. So you're right. So if you're gonna have overseas players, you have to put a cap in it, a quota in it, you know, because in my day, there's 1 or 2 players from overseas playing, but they had such a standard that the others rise to their standard. But now you have 11 players. Take for example, Palm can you get yourself? Palm used to have 11 overseas players.
Sure.
So no development. So now they're not there. All is lost.
True.
You know. So
But I come back down to what you just said a while ago, because that was going to be my next question. Club structure. 'Cause a lot of time in Antigua we talk about Palm Football Club, Empire Football Club, but when we do check all of them, it's only a few is really club. The rest of them basically a team, in my humble opinion.
right. So as I say, the club structure is important. So you must have a president, a secretary, a treasurer.
Correct.
Yeah, your constitution that governs
Yeah.
your team. Yeah, you know, that's how the BFA set up.
Right.
You need the team to set up similar to that.
So how you plan to improve those club structure? How you plan? How you plan? You don't want to share your ideas. I want to keep that to yourself.
I don't want to give out too much information, but we'll have to have like a similar town hall meeting and bring in trainers, you know, to train them how to set up the structure for
Right.
Yeah.
And you think a lot of these teams understand the constitution of ABFA? You think they understand it?
I think teams that have proper club structure understand the constitution, but the teams that just are teams, they don't. And it comes down to the persons that they have running the team, the president, the secretary, treasurer. They must know what governs the sport,
True.
you know, for you to be successful.
True.
So that is important. So you have to have persons that run in the team knowledgeable of ABFA. So in that regard, we will get out the information to them so they can improve.
Okay. We're going to take a short break. When I come back, I want to dive in some more of your presidency candidacy. I want to get in your mindset of how you plan to move football forward. We'll take a short minutes break.
Help me to help her walk again. Come out and support us at the Pickers Playing Field on the 29th of December 2024. from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. in aid for Gwendolyn Joseph Gums, who requires a prosthetic leg. This is a family fun day. Bring out your family, your friends, everyone to have a grand time. There will be a bun eating competition, tag of war competition, best t-shirt design competition, lucky dip, children playground by K&E, party time. There will also be live entertainment by the General, Lyrica Reds, Juki Dan, Dior, Hell's Gate Steel Orchestra, Point Iron Band, and much more. This event will be streamed live by Parish League. Tickets $25, and the tickets can be used to purchase food and drinks. There are spots available for vendors. Registration is $200. See you there. Thank you in advance.
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah, no, you know, I mean, so glad, guys, this is something I've been pushing for years, but I don't think it might have happened, I'm not too sure. But I always felt working with sports and games, and I was part of encouraging the ministry to fence those fields and so on. And I'm almost certain that I have quite a few fields out there that can host Premier League games.
Yes.
Do you think that even if we could to play some games, outside, I think it brings some more fans and get the teams.
In the communities, going to communities play Premier games.
Like that, and maybe if you put some in place so you can get some
The
funds
get receipts and stuff like that.
It help the teams, Well, that's what I've been pushing that for over 20 years now. But
that's a good idea. And then you can have home and away games.
Yeah.
And you can help the clubs with in terms of funds and so on. I think maybe I tried that at one time, but it didn't work out. But then again, it comes down to the structure of the club, So.
Because I'm thinking like Liberto.
Like Liberto.
All the Saints, those people who were at one time Park was fenced properly too, but the part of the fence they're not so good anymore. But take for example like Jennings, I think maybe some of the fence and so on. Yeah. But if you have some players that fence good and that clubs are well organized, I think that if you get I think Arsenal is a big venue. I can tell you why. At that time when I was thinking English, I had a team. Freedom Village close by, Liberta, Power Man, all them just close by, So if you play a big match in that area, then the more the fans you have in the area there.
Yeah, that's true. Football need to go back to the community to increase the spectatorship.
Yeah.
You see now that we move away from ARG, I think that the funds are down. So they need to go back at least to ARG and then spread out. That can work. So that's a good idea, a good thought. So we can look at it and see how we can improve upon that. Because in my time I didn't play outside. I played Premier League, right? So I never played for First Division.
But I'm gonna give you a joke about that before you leave now. Before we move on. Yeah. Because I remember I had a debate with a couple of good umpire friends many years ago. And one they said to me, boy, what is it? The field too far. the same first division field, not too far. Empire play recreation grounds. So when they get demoted the first time, and they're playing the Willie kids, I went to watch them. I said, what? Why you up here? Up there too far, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to tease him like a bit.
That's true.
What I'm saying, now, I'm thinking, like I say, if the facility is there, I don't have facility there, and they can host a home and away game.
Yes. Right.
And when they have the big game, it comes recreation grounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it's supposed, like Wembley.
Yeah, Wembley, yes. Wembley they play the FA finals, yeah.
The big boys, man. You know what I
The
mean?
big boys, yeah.
But I don't know if the facilities are good enough to have home and away. I don't know. You know what I mean? But look, unless you get back in the community,
Yeah, that's true.
the support, man. You know.
When I was a little boy, I used to go recreation ground. When Villa was playing, we walk up as a team, and we walk back down as a team. I used to carry man boots, clean out man boots, and so on. you know, hammer pump, but
Yeah.
Aska and them guys,
Aska,
Lolo and so.
Lolo.
You know,
Lolo is
and Pinnacle and so.
Lolo is Alva wife.
Daddy?
Alva wife.
Yeah.
His niece.
Okay.
Lolo niece.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we used to say, look, you carry the boots, clean out the boots and so.
Uh-huh.
And that's how you get involved, you know. And you argue, you go on the block in the community, you argue. Oh,
So you ever carry Pinnacle boots? Pinnacle was.
I think I want that, yeah.
But tell me something though. You think that bring back football to the ARG, you get more vibrant? You think?
Yes,
And crowd support and
Easily,
everything.
man.
easily, because
Easily.
the area is centralized, you know, and you get more gateway seats and so on. Now, where they have up at the turf, I think that's not helping the players.
I think that artificial. They get a lot of damage
it's not
and
really
stuff.
good, and for the national team, it's at a disadvantage because you know when you go and play tournaments, you don't play in that type of field.
But how your president? Sorry to cut you guys, but how the president get the all the big guys them that in charge of football now don't realize that.
I don't know. Maybe they are one track mind, but I have my open vision. So I look at things differently. I critique things differently. You know, so I think that plays a part too. You know?
Right, that's true.
See the critique things, what? Where is some money being?
No, Carl, what happens?
That's always up with critique of things.
If you know that you can play a certain turf and so you need to practice on a turf, so when you go overseas, that be a disadvantage and stuff like that.
That's true.
You know, so you have I need to adjust to different conditions and stuff.
Yeah, well, even at college, we have grass field, practice field, match field.
Right.
Then 1 or 2 you play on the AstroTurf, but you're still at a disadvantage. Once we play on AstroTurf,
Right.
Yeah. So it doesn't help.
But I was telling one thing that I was surprised. They would stream games on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, recreation grounds.
They used to, yeah.
They will stream them game this week. The school league, our network, will stream the games live. So people can see them. But what was surprised me earlier, the outfield is pretty good.
Yeah. The field,
It is pretty
is
good. I was surprised. It's pretty good.
But the issue is that ABF didn't
Maintain them.
maintain the facility.
So when you become president and you decide to get back recreation ground, you make sure you put a team in place to get proper maintenance and stuff. So the minister sports wouldn't say that he don't want a job back there again.
Yes. Well, they have to believe and trust in me.
Right.
Because I plan to approach them for the use of the ground, since they use it for the school league. Yeah, and we put cleaners in place, you know, security and so on. Yeah. So you have to maintain. Once you lease a facility, you must maintain it.
And let me ask a question. I see one of the man sign on there a while ago, Gary Gonzalez and Carl Casey and stuff. Let me ask, in terms of, we just have pro team when Banks does be around football.
Yeah,
I think the Barracudas.
Yeah.
You think that did help our football?
To me, I don't think so. Because for one thing, it's not sustainable.
Right.
And that is why it flopped. You know, because for a project of the magnitude as that, you need funding. You know, and after a while, if you're not getting regular funding, it's going to fall. And I think that's what happened. You know, but it helped the players in a certain extent. But as I say, I can't sustain that. So to me, I prefer to, as I said, scholarship. I prefer scholarship.
Scholarship.
You get that for life.
Right.
You know, so after a while I stopped the football. And then
But Naya, some of the guys who play with Barracuda, they already gone to college and back.
no,
None of them?
I can't recall somebody playing.
Some big players and so on, and already professional almost players.
I think they were trying to form like a professional league and
yeah.
stuff like that.
That's a semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
Yeah.
That was
semi-pro.
semi-pro.
Getting
But
paid.
I don't understand where you're going. Yeah, the funding is crucial.
Yeah.
I understand where you're going with that.
Well, when they came with the concept, I say, look, how are you going to fund it? Because
Okay.
if you have a project, you have to sustain the project.
Right.
And the traveling is expensive,
Very expensive.
hotel expensive, you know. So what are they getting in?
Right.
Give
Correct.
You know, it's two sides. You have a debit and your credit.
Yeah.
Right. That's
You
true.
understand? So
Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
you must balance that.
Yeah.
I agree with totally with
Yeah.
that. Look, that's what they talk and cry on, you know, no sponsorship.
Yeah.
Cricket can't have the tournament because they can't have no sponsorship.
Yeah.
See if they say sustain itself.
Yeah, but the issue with the sponsorship now, you have to have proper people in place that you know serious and you can trust. You know, 'cause a sponsor is not going to just give you funds like that. Now, sometimes you get sponsorship, you take in the money, but you don't show the sponsor how you
right.
spend the money. So they need to. So if you do, this is how I receive this is how I spend the money, and then you can always go back to them and they will sponsor. You understand? So you can't take people money and just don't give accountability for it. You understand?
As with sponsorship too, as I tell the guys that with cricket too, you never know who pass and watching the practice session and stuff. So your practice session must be structured properly and stuff. Kind of know who watching you and stuff.
Yeah.
And make sure you have a good drills and stuff like that.
Yeah, because if I'm a sponsor, I go and see indiscipline. Take for instance, you go down Empire and see all them indiscipline.
Yeah.
They can't come and ask me for
Yeah,
sponsorship.
exactly.
Come on, because you put in your name on the brand, you know. Say you must be good.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
And in terms of back to GNC again, I heard by the grapevine. I think you guys want to start a professional league.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's what I heard by the grapevine. So I said when I call, I'll ask that question if that is true.
yeah we looking at that.
Uh-huh.
We looking at that.
And how you think that league can enhance football in Antigua?
It will enhance because given the opportunity to get more exposure would enhance one's ability. So we're looking at that, the funding and so on. So it's in the pipeline.
How many teams you aiming for?
And we're aiming for about 8.
Eight.
Yeah, 8 teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first instance, 8 teams.
Okay. And
Once we branch off and it's profitable.
But after asking the other question, the follow-up, what time of the year looking to play that?
yeah, we'll talk about Jet.
We haven't mentioned that yet, but I think we're looking around somewhere between May and June, somewhere around there.
So that won't clash with the regular
Yeah, it
football
won't-
season.
No, it won't clash, no.
I looked at what zone it in the country. How you select
No, our professional is like other countries.
all the countries.
Oh,
It's club.
clubs.
club.
Say a club in St. Kitts.
Oh, okay, no, I
So,
understand.
yeah.
So like a club. So like the best club in Antigua.
Yeah, it will be a club in Antigua too.
So the best club in Antigua are the club that you guys before.
No, the best club.
The best club.
But you know, when you have clubs like that, you can invite other players from different clubs
Right.
to join us on. So we're looking
Hold
at
on,
it.
the best club.
But it's something similar to like the Legal Lions tournament. We don't have
Okay.
the Legal Lions tournament anymore.
Okay.
So we want to.
So I want to clarify, the best club are the champion club.
More likely, the best club will be the championship.
I know what's most likely to, you know.
like leave alone that shot. They leave alone that question a while ago. You leave alone that. Yeah, you leave alone that question. You don't have any shots. They leave alone that.
Because what I was thinking, like in England, yeah, you league, whatever league they call them, you know, win that and win that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they was going. But like a dodging, I'm going to say dodging my bones, you know, man. We have one helmet, man. What happened?
Like they want to fly over.
But I didn't realize, I thought it was local stuff. I didn't realize clubs.
No, it would be that. But as I say, it's in the pipeline. We might think like clubs per country. We might just come back to clubs and thing. But it's more, we looking towards.
Okay, I know Sing is a good club, and Sing is a good teams. I know that for sure.
Yeah, but if you want to come good, you have to play against the best.
Yeah. But somebody just type here, well, you know, our good friend of Sweets there, Mr. Knight type, best club won't work. I don't know why you think that. What you say about that?
That's his opinion.
Right.
You know, it might be the championship club. It might be.
Well,
I guess maybe he come back and say it should be the championship club, not the best club. I guess that's what he maybe
that's
say.
what champion we get. We won.
Well, I was saying, thinking that concrete.
Concrete, right.
So we look at it and see the best fit that we can get to improve the football in the country. You know, so it's just to give something to aim at.
Right.
You know?
So no hearing you. So you're saying maybe the best team here might be a team on a combined team like that. So give guys opportunity to play at the regional level.
When the guy just type back now and say maybe then they have to get scouts and go and pick the best players have scouts and scout the talent. I can tell you that.
It could be
combine.
Yeah, it could be our star team.
Right. Our star team.
No, we understand where you're going.
Yeah, because that's why you just type back and say you should get some scout and pick out like an all-star team.
Because at one time Villa went New York. We played in the tournament and we won. But we have players from, I think Devon played with us. We have one or two players.
Yeah.
We brought in the strength in the team. Yeah.
That sounds good. So
that's a boy we living up there so.
Yeah.
And see, with this now, this will be an next incentive for the guys playing football locally, which make that all-star team.
Yes, of course.
You know, outside of the Scottish stuff, this is the next incentive to go and play against the St. Kitts and stuff like that.
That's one of my ideas too. Now,
right.
Talking about that, the school league, pick a combined team, and you travel nearby St. Kitts,
good stuff.
You know, something to
I'll hold it towards that. I love that idea there.
No, that's one of my ideas.
Well, I love that.
When I was playing, we had that. You remember Ramos came?
Yeah.
And we had a combined team. I was a captain of the combined team. And we played against the top teams in Antigua, Lion Hill, Fiverr and so on. And we held our own.
Okay.
And a lot of persons from that team went on to the
so I hold that could be top. I mandate when I get president. I hold against that.
That's fine.
Okay.
But
get daddy.
Bear in mind, you have to work with that with the ministry. You can't text the school team and those you like with the school players. That's the ministry prerogative.
Yeah, that might be so, but there's a way around it.
But nice thing is he played before in one, so he didn't know what happened.
It's a very good idea.
Yeah, the excellent idea.
Work with things with people
nice. Can that next incentive get the player that play school league too?
Yeah.
I agree. It's great, but see, I would start telling one like a kings in the politics.
Right.
Okay, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like it, but if you just put it here and say, this time with the bombs and knock in here.
No. Okay. So the ministry could take that idea up and run with it.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, they can do that too. Yeah, you know. So you play in school league and then when school league finished, then what?
I agree. There must be incentive. I agree with that. Totally.
Yeah.
So then as a president, you should put in some place that you work closely with the guys that in charge of school league football, so you have some kind of synergy there. So you can.
You will have to pharmacy.
Bounce off ideas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe no, this is my plan.
I don't know it's a way now, but school team volunteer went to sing is already Well, I've gone all and guys, I think everybody in the team too. I know for a fact, couple guys at really range so. Doga Matthew so. Yeah, the guys, I went that I was Pat White and them in charge was that.
Right.
I think Ralph was a goalkeeper.
Right.
Well, Gonzalez.
So wait to just have our conversation with the minister and the school and stuff and make sure that organized. God, that's an excellent idea where you have there.
Sam Smith was in the team too.
Sam Smith, yes.
That's a good idea.
And these are good players.
Yeah.
They went to get exposure, right?
Yeah.
So when you reach the national team now, you're ready. And for the competition.
Correct.
You know, so
But I hear Pretty Boy on this set. Pretty Boy was on this set and the other day, and we were talking about and how much people can afford, some parents can afford to go send their kids to the academy and stuff like that. As become the president and stuff, where you plan to, because you have some talents that might be out bowlands, might be out wherever, and they get overlooked because they can't afford to go to the academy and stuff. How you plan to get those talents?
At Generation Next, we identify those persons and we seek funding for them.
Oh, okay.
Even myself would just, sponsor, because you have to have a fee.
Right.
You're talented, you're disciplined, and you see potential, put you in your pocket and you assist.
Okay.
But
So,
that sounds good, but it doesn't work like that. Because Earl is asking, Earl asked the question good enough. Because there might be some good guys where I live, Seaton's and Granville's and Willikes.
Point Villa maybe.
And Point Villa, okay, it's so many take care of that. But they don't really play no organized football per se. So maybe you need to get something started.
Yeah, you bring them in the setting. So if they're young, you bring them in the generation setting or the ABFA setting.
If they're interested.
If they're interested, yeah. But
So
you will know they're interested because you can watch and see you're committed, you're disciplined, and plus you have to do your schoolwork.
That's important.
I'm
agree
very
with
strong
that.
on that.
That's
if
good.
you're not doing your grades not good, you can't play.
I agree with you.
But so I told him, man, that's what I told him thinking upper factory. When you're not doing well in school, when parents come and tell you, hey, this guy not doing well, you say, hey, you need to go and do your schoolwork. You can't come on the park.
You see how you get success with that?
Yeah, you say you can't come on the park.
It works. Now, at college now, you have to keep up your grades at college, right? Before practice, the professors will talk to your coach. They say, look, this man flunking. And then before practice, he call you out, pull you up.
Right.
Because if you fail, they take away a scholarship. So you must maintain a certain grade.
Right.
As the body that governs the football not allow you to play.
True.
So you must keep up that. So the criteria must be in place. Grades good, you play football. If grades not good, you can't play football. And I raised up with that.
Right.
You understand? So
And you went to academy too, no? Academy is
Discipline.
believe in discipline too.
exactly.
Right.
And after football, you have to go back to night study.
Yep.
Night study. So it's all about doing your work. So.
Somebody asked a question here. If you become president, what plan you have with Villa Park?
Villa Park. Villa Park is I think some work was done on there, so I have to get that up. We used to have Premier League of Villa, so we need to get back. As Tony said, we need to get that back. So, the representative is the Prime Minister. So
That's a good friend.
yeah, so I guess I will have an audience with him how to improve, and I want to get back the Villa Point League, which was good in my time.
Right.
A lot of youths came out of that. You have the senior side and the junior side.
I think Gary talked about what you said. That Gary Gonzalez talk when you want to talk about that league, they're playing that league and stuff.
The league I came to. I came to the junior league.
Tell me something, Villa Park can be fenced.
It's
Kinda.
it's fenced. It's fenced.
Yeah. Okay, that is true. I forgot,
It's fenced.
But so why I ask you that, because that being fenced, maybe that could be one of the venue play some games here. If Villa Premier no, or the second, what league then?
No, Villa Premier.
Premier?
Play.
Villa so good.
Yeah, man, I do it last year when Gary, when young man, Gary was here talking about
We get a
youngsters.
teeth all and man with different
Villa was good, man. Villa Club is an institution,
Right,
right? Because all this athletic scholarship is we started it,
right.
and man like Terry, Bosch, Epilos and stuff, it's because of Villa,
See, Earl, I will let you know that me now, because guess what? The man that started scholarship, he was a player, he brought his first traffic gamblers home and golf. Golf was it. Golf was on the show.
Yeah, golf was on the show.
He's the one who started it.
Yeah.
So I look here. Maybe he might not lose like my brother,
May golf might watch you right now.
Lose like my brother. So I never think, I know the whole story.
Yeah.
So
You should know. I think you're part of Villa.
He will, man, but he was Villa.
No, he was
Gambas, maybe he can say Gambas.
Gambas Villa, same.
No. The first was from Villa. First son.
Okay. But tell me something, in terms of football, can you tell me Premier Division right now, there's a big gap between teams. In a long time days, it could have, it's more closer, but now it's a big gap. It's maybe about 5 or 6 quality teams have now up there. It's so much. How do you think that we can get that, our quality better in that league there? Because that's our premium, as the premium mean the top of the top, the creme de creme. How that can improve? They get back to the gold days as man comes see quality football.
Yeah, it comes down to the same thing you're talking about. It comes down to club structure. You know, you have to have the proper coach in place. Make sure that the structure is you come to practice no matter how good you are. You come to practice, and you can tell when you can watch a game and tell a player doesn't practice. The way he control the ball, the way he shoot the ball, you know, he's not practicing. So we need to get back to that level. School league was school league then. You know, you have a lot of crowd, top field, academy, so line after lines and so, because you have a lot of person in the school league then that played Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a high competition. I remember playing school league for academy, over academy. I had to run over and play for Villa. Up to this day, I don't know how I do it. I start and finish.
You're young, man. You're young then, Taylor, man. You're young then.
Soup, young as soup.
I was soap, man.
Yeah, young as soup.
You're young too.
Yes.
Then when you go home, you have to study for exam and so on, you know. So, all these things.
but what is there something I heard this year just because I seldom watch football, I hardly ever watch football. But you say you can go watch a game and no guy doesn't practice game, they control the ball. But I remember somebody invited me to stay there and watch Antigua against somebody. It was World Cup time, the World Cup was doing well. And then they watching the game and they say they said, tell me the guy go head the ball go over the man head. He said, then it's going to control the ball, bounce out on the place and say, oh, he's supposed to be a national player. I played the national team now, not that club now. No. So how that happens now?
Lack of practice. And
but national team is in the World Cup going on, when I do go to our team, I go World Cup.
Let me tell you a joke. I was practicing the national team and we had some strikers. The coach I would tell you, look, you go on and overshoot. Okay.
You never shoot.
National level, no?
The coach say that?
Yeah.
The coach say you must do that?
Go on, yeah, so he have to go by himself and take shots to the goal and so on. Yeah, you know, because he was not at that level. No, maybe scoring a lot of goals in the league, yeah, but his technique wasn't correct. It wasn't right. You see man in the 8-yard box, how they get the ball over the goal, I don't know. You know? So when I shoot, I seldom see me, my ball go over, keep up the fly and save. You know? I practice a lot in terms of shooting, you know. Now at the college you have kickboard. You know, so you practice a lot with your weak foot.
Okay.
You know, so you kick
your weak foot.
back. Yeah.
So we get that up, get this stronger.
With me, I'm a weak foot. Me kicking on foot.
You give her a fat shot when you're a weak foot in there. You can kick anybody can kick any foot, but the ball and the power.
This is why fast check it.
Same power, same.
We both foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to ask Gary.
I didn't get somebody fact
We
check
got to ask
that.
Gary.
Ask Gary that. I practice a lot to shooting. Yeah.
But I tell the sake of the power.
Yeah, I got the power. So Duga, they call me second Duga now.
Boy, don't do that. Duga's deadly.
Yeah.
Any foot.
Any foot and
Yeah,
level.
you're right with that.
So you like that? You was like that?
yeah, I was like that. Yeah.
I play that with Duga. So Duga can control ball for
Control ball.
deadly, man, deadly.
And you know Duga, play a lot of football.
Yeah, man.
Right. So they were practicing coming.
I guess you come back to self-training too.
Yeah,
Because the coach can take it so much, but you as an individual player must go home and practice and so. Practice
before
shoot.
game, so I just before I go school, 6 o'clock I in Villa Park,
Right.
kick into the goal, put the cone between in the corner and try to kick between there. Yes.
I remember they said about Evan Willis when the goal shoot, she practiced 100 shots every day.
Yeah, so practice is very important, you know. So some person thought I was left-footed because when I play for Antigua, I played on the left side. I'm a right-footed player.
So you fool them out a lot of times then.
yes, you know. And I goal, well, I scored one international goal. I came off my left foot.
International goal.
Yeah.
We played, who scored against? Again with Montserrat.
St. Kitts?
No, Montserrat. It was Senkwai.
We could have scored that.
No, you couldn't score.
What do you mean?
The way I scored that, when the game was finished, the coach came and said, "Look, he never saw nobody beat his keeper from that distance. About like 25 years old."
Okay, but that's a good goal.
Yeah.
That was a very good goal.
Yeah, you know, so.
So it's a one time or just a pass and hit one time?
Yeah. It was I was on the left side.
Uh-huh.
It was the guy.
Quentin's give you?
No. It was Squashy.
Uh,
Squashy controlling the midfield and lay it off on the left side. I bunks. And I just ran it and slap it. I just throw it in the corner.
the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was
So it's a lot of good goal. Why you describe it's a lot of good
I
goal?
was causing a lot of bars. And the keeper came out and picked them out. So I said, oh, okay. So I tried this one, I hit it on the outside of the left.
Yeah.
I just bent in the car. He was looking for the
Yeah.
So,
It's a lot of good goal. It's a lot of good goal.
he was a good goal, man. Yeah.
Well,
So wait, but tell me something. Why don't want the jokey team to score international goal again? So St. Get a jokey team.
No,
They're not the rankings, man. We have to hold Earl before we chat too far. But also St. People have, Earl niece and
No, it's a
nephews,
Senkwai had a good team, man. Dickens always used to play Senkwai. They used to play for Empire. You know,
I don't know the guy, but they have money in them, KSR, them too.
KSR and all them, man. So, but any goal against any team is a good goal. Goal win matches, right?
That is true.
True.
See, I heard a joke this morning, but this pick of Terry did. The goal, the match was against Benders. Where it's 40-something shots, they convert, and Benders score one. But ask Luther tell you the joke. We played against Arsenal attackers, and the bar stayed no half 89 over the 90 minutes. And we didn't get no shot, we win 1-0. We had to clear one, so the goal, you have half line, the ball pass, we got the goal.
Yeah, that's what it takes, you know. So,
You must score your goals. If you don't score goals, you don't win.
That's true.
So, scoring goals as a striker is very important. Look, that's where strikers get all the money, They pay strikers all the money to score goals in the big leagues.
Definitely.
True. But I just want to say in closing, let me just ask my final question. Is it fair to say that if now become president of Antigua football will definitely go to the next level? Is that a fair statement?
That's a fair statement. I will put my best into it. Utilize any contacts, relationship, and especially with the youths. You have to start them young. So I think once I get the foundation right, you take it to another level. Yeah.
And last weekend, I had the opportunity to be at the past players there up stadium where they honor some people and stuff.
Before I must give Earl his credit. He did a good job interviewing people. Saying up there, the man well just when I
talk to players, I'm glad that opportunity to interview the guys there. But what I like the passion, then guys when you hear that old time guys talk about football and stuff, and compared to now, the passion, how the man talk with passion and stuff about the game and stuff.
Yes.
So I hope that when you become president, you get a lot of past players involved and so get some ideas and stuff. Can interview Ocean Car and stuff, and when you talk and stuff about football and so back then, you see the passion and so. So the quality you see now is just like,
because
the
guys play with passion.
Yeah.
So
what happened there, right? We live streamed the past player stuff. So I asked Earl to go and interview the guys before, and I don't know. So the man well dressed up live on the network, and so I said, watching home, I said, well, he looked the part.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but in closing, with my closing, I was telling you earlier today, your nephew was on the show a couple of times.
Who's that?
See, that's only we have fair lines, man, something easy.
What's that?
Eh?
What's
Yes.
Bernard. Okay, yeah, he come there, he come out twice on the show.
Yeah.
Earl didn't know that, but I know.
You know a lot of stuff. But I think that I will have your cooperation, especially coming from you, because as I said, rising sun. And,
Critiques.
and Emmanuel Lake.
Yep.
Uncle?
Yep.
Okay, so I come from good stock. So you know the kind of ability that I'm going to be coming with. Okay.
So two last questions here, but I don't know if you can answer this. Somebody asked me, because you're not really in the system, what is the assessment of the TD, technical director? You can get a fair assessment because you're not in the setup.
No, I can't give a fair assessment, but I know once he does something, he puts his all into it.
Right.
And he was at the college, the same college I went to my last year.
Right.
Yeah. So I know he's gonna try and do his best. You know, and teaming up with me, myself, I think we'll make a good combination. Given my football background, he also has a lot of background, accounting and so on. So, yeah.
So you're looking forward to work along with him to move football forward.
Yeah. And plan to take it to another level.
Right.
Yeah.
And we go watch it close, especially to that stuff where we like so much in terms of the combine school. That's a really good initiative for the youngsters them to take them on tours and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because that'd be something to play harder for and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause definitely you have had proper youth structure in place to move things forward.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because that's a feeling of the field.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask something there quickly because I heard you talk about the best team and that sort of thing. Combined team to, you know, semi-pro, whatever that is. Have you ever thought maybe of, let's say, the championship club here against the championship of St. Kitts on one shot and Guadeloupe, Martinique, Dominique, and St. Lucia, whatever that may be? A champion team.
A champions.
Club champion, you know.
Club champions.
Sort of
But I think FIFA has something like that.
FIFA have something like that.
You think so?
You don't want
Can't
to,
think about that Pretty Boy team.
Pretty Boy team.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what we went
true,
into. Yeah,
true.
Pretty Boy team.
That is true. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So that's what Pretty Boy
My
team.
bad.
So now,
My bad.
yeah, FIFA have that already. But you can scale it down. Say you leave with islands.
Oh, okay.
You can scale it.
Leave the
down.
windwards.
But you know everything is going to take funding.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not going to put a project where I can't sustain.
Right.
I agree with you totally.
Yeah,
I agree with you
So
totally.
once I get a project, I can sustain that. I will, and that is a good idea.
Okay, what happens, I remember, I was telling you, like in the 60s and so, I remember my father was involved with that football, Arsenal and Jets. And used to bring team on Guadeloupe, Martinique, and so here to play.
Yeah.
And that helped a lot to develop our football.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the French play very good football.
Yeah. We want to Frenchman came and played with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as I said, the exposure, especially in a structured setting. So when you reach a national level, you're already, seasoned and so on. Now, if you show a youngster in the national team, might take 1 or 2 games to get seasoned in and so on, So, but when you travel and you build camaraderie, that's important.
Yeah.
True.
So when you reach a national level, you already know what is.
I agree totally. Yeah, because some people can leave the home, and mingle with people,
Yeah.
Some people just can't fit in.
And if a player playing beside you, you know what he like, what he don't like, how you like to receive the ball, and so yeah.
Correct.
But it's important to know person off the field,
And
mindset.
Like when I travel, they come with you.
Yeah.
You're together every day.
Yeah.
Every night and a chat, like anyway.
And we used to do that. We used to go months that Guadeloupe and play. So the clubs can do that, and it builds the. Even though when we just used to go to finals, we used to go Bolivar as a team, sit down and eat.
If you gel.
It's important. It's important, It's not a single person sport; it's a team sport.
Yeah,
So
very much so.
you have to be on one page,
But my last question, I say that one before the last. In terms of coaches, though, you find the coaches helping the football to get better and stuff like that. I know that they had a B license, C license, D license, all kind of different license, but in terms of play on the field, you're not seeing the quality out there.
Yes, that's right. I'm not seeing the quality. Nowadays, we have a lot of coaches than before, and something is wrong with the structure. I believe in a proper structure setting, they will get a better results in terms of the players. Because even the coaches, you have to be strong too. Now the coaches' main thing is to win,
That's true.
So if your best player don't come to practice, you're gonna still play him, right? So it's a problem. It comes down to
Structure.
It comes down to what you're about. You're about winning or you're
Right.
about development.
True.
You understand? So if you're about development, which is the priority, you put your structure in place and everybody have to be on board with that.
I like you talking like a real president now. I'll come have this morning. Talking like a real president, you know.
Yes.
So I like that. So as I say, we go hold you accountable for all those plans you shared with us, those excellent plans you shared with us this morning, which is good sound. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, so we hold towards that. But I will look to wrap up. You know, you can say.
I'm all about success, right? So
Right.
and getting persons that are willing to work hard for the betterment of football. You know, that's the most important thing. No one take no credit. Move football forward. That's
So-
my aim.
Yeah, and maybe as Taddy said now, back to Rice on days and Daddy and stuff, that come from there.
Yeah, my father was a strict individual, you know. I had to break some structures. Because first they didn't want me to play football. He used to take off my boots and so. I end up playing barefoot.
I can't get me think football, broke foot.
Yeah, they think that, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I always take a lot of football.
And
broke foot.
sometimes he take me from the school, you know. But at the end, he was at my graduation.
Yeah.
So at the end he said, and then, you know, you get there and say, look, all of a sudden you just stop playing football. But he never wanted me to play football. So,
All right. Well,
I had a plan. You know?
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, I went to academy and them guys, you know, they have the money and so on.
Yeah.
So they say they go in college, they go in St. Mary's and so on. Poor me, I don't have none.
right, so that's why I play hard and
I
get
play
a
hard
scholarship.
and get a scholarship, and you know,
Good stuff.
things work out. So
Yeah.
I want that for somebody,
I like that.
you know, and I want that to be my legacy. Look,
Right.
my term, 10 players, you know, they get scholarship, they get the degree and so, and that will please me.
Yeah. Sounds
You
good.
know?
Sounds good.
'Cause you're giving them something for life.
That's true.
Understand?
That's true. If you don't be a professional footballer, at least you can fall back on
Yeah,
something.
you can get a good job and you know you can
Yeah.
afford your family and so on.
Yeah.
Like myself,
Yeah.
and I'm not selfish.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I
good.
want that for other people too.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Taddy.
I'm glad I went there because in closing for me, I was telling somebody to go yesterday. This young guy from India is 29. Last name Liar, so this a liar. He got a contract IPL this year for 23 something crores, couple million or something. And he's saying taking it off because he wanted to complete his PhD. He wanted to complete his PhD, so pass him. Because after cricket,
You can after the PhD, you can go and play cricket.
Right.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
he's 29 now, but he was getting 23 crores, like a couple million years. So he passed him on
Love
that.
that.
Yeah, well,
You know what's important. You know?
you know what I mean?
Even some NBA players, they took the money, but they went back and get their degree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
It's important.
yeah. Well, I just want to, on behalf of our network, we're happy that you came and talked to us, and we want to wish you all the best in your endeavor for presidency for Antigua Football Association. And I feel confident now and rest assured that if you do get the president role, that football definitely will move forward with those plans that you shared with us this morning. And just want to wish you all the best.
Okay.
But I want to say one thing, girl. He said earlier Taddy was a villain man, but
Yeah.
I was partially villain man.
Guys, have a good weekend.